Arkansas law enhances existing laws in the state when it comes to criminal offenses, sentencing, and parole.
Yeah, the act was signed last April by Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders with goals to expand prisons and sentencing for violent crimes.
5 News reporter Rachel Williams explains if it has changed anything locally so far, as we're just a few weeks into the new year.
On April 11, 2023, Governor Sanders signed the Protect Arkansas Act into law, with parts of the new law taking effect on January 1st. The act increased penalties for certain crimes, with serious violent offenses require 100% of the sentence to be served. The law also requires bail bond companies to collect 10% of any bond up front.
Oftentimes families in the state of Arkansas don't have $100 for an emergency, and so if you imagine if somebody sets your bond at $1,000 or more dollars, which is very commonplace in the state of Arkansas, this new bill doesn't allow for you to do a payment plan to your bondsman legally.
I don't honestly think that there'll be major changes on what we recommend on our bonds. Most of the time our on-call prosecutors have kind of a general idea, depending on the defendant, his criminal history, and the type of case that's involved.
One of the provisions of the law is a jail expansion on the state level, and here at home it brings concerns of overcrowding in jails.
That will allow us to reduce some population here for people who are waiting on a bed, who've been already convicted in one of our circuit courts and can be transferred into state authority a little quicker, which hopefully will allow us some additional space to use for other inmates.
Even though taxpayers have said no during the November 2022 election to a jail expansion in Benton and Washington counties.
We have said as a community we don't want more incarceration. We've had it on ballots, we don't want to pay for it. And additionally, we know that those same taxpayer dollars, when they're put into community investments, that dollar is returned to the community multiple fold.
Chief Deputy Brian Sexton says in the long term, with the growing population, a jail expansion of some form will have to happen.
We're going to have to work within our means on this. I think the people of Benton County have spoken pretty loudly on this.
A spokesperson for the Washington County Jail says it's too early to tell if the new law will lead to overcrowding, but they'll continue to monitor the jail population. Covering news where you live, Rachel Williams, 5 News.
Many of the changes to parole eligibility will not come into effect until January 1st of next year.